Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you what Poppy can do after the buffs. Riot buffed her Q, making it do 2% more max health damage, 1% on the front end and 1% on the back. Doesn't sound like a lot, but makes a huge difference with chunking people down, in particular tanks, plus her Q is very spammable in the mid lane game. They also made her W make her tankier, so currently she is sitting at the top 5 top laner spot in terms of win rate and pick rate. She has many good matchups. Any champion where you can stop their dash rush with your W is a good matchup for Poppy. Matchups where you can't really stop their dash with your W, like in Vladimir, GP, or Teemo, those are quite challenging. Poppy relies on poking people down with her ranged auto attack from passive, and it applies Grasp and Sheen. She is really that simple in the early game. You can get your Grasp going by taking damage or dealing damage. Not sure what Warwick's doing there, but I guess he's going to feed away a free kill. I'll go ahead and freeze this wave so I at least have something going for myself after Warwick feeds away a free kill. By grabbing the wave like this, it lets them get off multiple auto attacks. Their front line and back line before my back line is really activated since they stream in like that. It also sets you up to have your Grasp ready extremely early, because by taking damage from even minions, it sets up your Grasp. We want to step forward, get him with this Grasp auto. We don't want to overtrade it because he has attack speed bonus. You see how his wave's reinforcing first, so it's going to come to me now. Let's get him with that Grasp. Big, big, big. He's going to step back for that. We'll drop the Q on his head. He has Ignite as well here, so we have to be a little bit careful. I need to get my Corruption in the right slot as well. We'll E into him. Get him with the Q auto. Not bad. He's running out of HP, and I still have plenty. We want to keep an eye on our passive and make sure we have Grasp ready kind of to utilize that. Nice, beautiful. You can't really stop me from picking that up. So now we're just kind of slow pushing it in on the third wave here. It's typically on the cannon wave where you're going to crash things because it's a lot at once. It gives you plenty of time to set up a ward because most junglers are going to gank you around 3-minute mark to 3:45. I want to hit him against this thing. If he hits me, all my minions will aggro him, and that would be really great. Got him with that auto. We could EQ him into the wall and kill him here. Auto. Oof. That was close. I ignited the clone. I mean, granted, he is missing just about every single minion, but obviously I don't want to waste my ignite. If he would hit me, my minions would aggro him, but he's just not hitting me. So, yeah, he's able to avoid a lot of my damage for now. Auto Q. We're going to sprint out, pick up our little buckler, and down he goes. I didn't really see Rengar's HP, so I'm not going to sprint out and try to... Oh, there he is. I don't really want to sprint out and try to fight him here. I think he's trying to bait me into that wall. Get him into the wall, Q, and down he goes. Nice try, Rengar. Didn't turn out for you there, buddy. He actually played that really well. It was just really greedy. Something you have to realize as a jungler is your jungle item does nothing for you when you're fighting champions. This early on, you can't even smite champions, and it gives you 0 stats. Alright, so first back, you pretty much always want to get Sheen, Boots, and since it's a physical top and a physical jungler, we'll go ahead and pick up some armor as well. This whole game has stemmed from us taking control of the wave, getting to lane early, grabbing his minions without hitting them, getting back in the bush to mitigate damage. This allows his second wave to reinforce first and push towards us. So even though I was last hitting and he wasn't, my wave didn't turbo crash on him too quickly to where I could poke him down constantly whenever passive and Grasp were up. And now we can do it with Sheen, so he's going to be taking a lot more damage now. We're going to step up, get down that auto. Now we just want to thin this out because he has so many more minions than we have. Get down our Q. Your Q has really, really good range to where it will outrange your opponents nicely. Your, at least melee opponents, that is. Auto Q. Auto, and he's dead. Walk him down with passive. I have biscuits and corruption here, so we're chilling. We'll go ahead and get a ward down right here, and we're out of here. Very nice. We let our minion lead. I had to wait for my burn on corruption to end so I wouldn't get focused there. I can go ahead and just stay. I have a bunch of healing from red buff and corruption I can take advantage of. Oof, missed my E there. Feels bad. That looked really funny. We need to thin this out. This is too many minions. We only need him to have 4 more range creeps than us, and he has a can and 3 range creep. He's going to be heading on back. We'll go ahead and use our last corruption. Corruption does give you a little bit of extra damage. Go ahead and hit him with this. That was a Sheen Q. It didn't have grasp on it, but Sheen is good enough. Whenever he uses his invisibility dash or his normal dash, our W will cancel it and hard CC him and do some decent damage. We just need to be careful not to kill too many of these. Try to keep the back lines alive for a bit. Step forward, get him with a Q. He's trying to dump it. I need to get down some big Qs on the wave when he goes back in. Drop it right there. Take a big chunk out of them. I can save my biscuit for a while here. Oh, I don't really want Zed to push that. Yeah, we can save our biscuit. Your biscuit heals you more the more HP and mana you're missing, so the longer you can save it, generally the better. Like to get him with that. He's just playing so far back, so he doesn't have much CS. He's been playing really safe. This is not really a good matchup for Wukong. Any champion that relies on a dash as a primary part of its kit, like Wukong, Vayne, Yasuo, Camille, Poppy dominates, especially after the buffs. Poke him down there. Got him with the Sheen proc from using an ability. I kind of just need to finish pushing though. He's built up quite a bit of HP, honestly. We're gonna knock him away. He was looking for his all in there. He hadn't quite ignited yet. Ignite wouldn't have killed me though. He needed one more auto. We get the launch back. He's had a chance to spend his items. I need to spend mine. Since our team is so physical damage heavy, we'll push for Iceborne this game. If they have a good mix of AP and AD, you should just go for Divine Sunder. Otherwise, Iceborne is basically just an armor version of Divine. A little bit less damage, a little bit more utility and tankiness. And we'll push Iceborne into Sunfire. Third item, it's always Force of Nature or Thornmail, just depending on what you need. Against their team, it'll probably be Thornmail. Their only magic damage is the Lysandra. Every time we come back to wave, we get the huge advantage of getting corruptions back. So he has to continue to play from a position of weakness. Try not to kill too many of these. Especially the range minions. The melees we need to thin out because they're going to dump into turret, but the range I'd rather keep alive for as long as I can. Block my own minions a little bit here. We'll see how this plays out. It's just with how close it is to my turret, this is going to be a hard position to indefinitely hold from. Almost missed cannon minion there. Holy moly. Wukong might think this is a permafreeze, even though it's not because it's position and this won't hold forever, but hopefully he steps up. I'd love to get him with a Sheen hit here. He just won't let me have it. He has 29 CS. Oh my gosh. He is certainly focused on staying alive and not racking up any more deaths. I have so much armor now, he's not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage. Auto Q. Got him out of whatever he was trying to do there. Auto Q. Auto E. Whip him with the Q. Down he goes. We can go ahead and push wave now. Our minions reinforced first and we're kind of hitting the wave anyways. Very nice. Now we can stop him from coming back to turret. I'm not too worried about the Rengar gank. I have enough armor. They won't be able to really stop me. There's certain champions where you do have to play a little bit slower. Champions like Darius, you really have to take your time. Just depending on how strong their solo all-in potential is, you have to play it slow with your passive and grasp and take longer to chip away their HP. I want to get this plate, and then I'll step forward. You don't want to miss that plate gold. Alright, we got him to burn his flash. Not bad. We can dump him into the wall, EQ, trade our way. He's actually dead. Yeah, I got the ignite plus the corruption burn on him there. I'll go ahead and hit biscuit since I'm so low on health. Ideally, before you die, if you want to wait for your passive to be up, you can lead in the combo with an auto, then EQ. Your passive travels about as fast as you do. You're both a missile, Poppy and her little buckler, to where when you auto EQ, it gets there at the same time you do too. You're not taking turret aggro early, and then you can pick up your buckler while they're stunned against the turret, so you're not really taking any damage. That is the more optimal way to do it. Got Iceborne now, and we push into Sunfire. Regardless of the matchup, Sunfire is Poppy's highest win rate item across the board in every build. Sunfire is extremely inexpensive and ridiculously high value right now. So regardless of the matchup, you go Sunfire second for wave clear, damage, and tankiness. First item rush is always Divine Iceborne into Sunfire. Third is Force or Thornmail. You could go Deadman's. I don't like Deadman's, so I wouldn't recommend it. Deadman's has been way over nerfed. I want to get a ward down. Oh, Rengar's bot side. We're chilling. We have a little bit more CS than him. 90 to 33. EQ auto. Huge trade for us. Go ahead and pick that up. I have so much armor that I'm also pushing him off the XP here. If we were both missing last hits there, he was missing more than me since obviously he has more minions. And he wasn't getting the XP because I had him back so far. Ooh, barely got that. Come on. Nice, 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 nice. Get him with the raw auto. I had grasp up since minions were hitting me. That kept me in combat for the grasp. That melee minion's committed to suiciding there. I'll let him go. Pull this back a bit. Yeah, I'm missing more CS than I would like. I think I could set up a dive on Wukong. Turret plates are about to fade away, so I'm not really in a hurry to necessarily push for turret plates. I never have to push. I could stay here forever. My teammates are doing just fine. There's no pressure for me to mop this guy up, clean up this mess, and then roam. If your team's behind, then we have to play a little bit more on the wire, look for more dives once we're ahead like this. But since my team's doing fine, we can continue this chokehold to where he gets 0 CS. Granted, he's still getting XP out of this, but he's kind of missing out on the whole gold part of it. Auto Q. And we can get back in time to grab this wave. Pick up our buckler. And I don't take any damage. I missed out on that minion. That sucks. I think I might have just pushed the wave there. Basically unintentionally. All because I didn't want to miss one minion. Trying to keep that backline creep alive. Got the grasp auto. That chunked. If we would have W autoed, it would have done more damage because we would have had the Sheen passive as well. He is just he's slowly getting nothing, man. W forward, we find the auto. It's a lot of damage. Got the Sheen part on it. I don't know if my grasp was up for that though. I don't believe it was. So he misses cannon. I'll E forward, we find the auto. That was a Sheen proc and grasp. E obviously for the Sheen, and we got into range. Oh no, bro. I just missed cannon. I gotta push wave now. I'm not farming well enough to justify a perma-freeze. I'm farming so bad right now. And he's also low to where I can set up a dive on him. He's trying to bait me into going in on underneath his turret, but I don't really have to. I don't really want to poke him with my corruption wise underneath turret, because that burn is going to force me to take aggro a lot more than I would like. I went on the wrong one there. Go ahead and get him with an auto Q. I ignited him. I can walk away. Easy peasy. Wukong burns everything, and I don't really miss much. Auto Q. Auto R. Auto. Down she goes. We still had our E, but obviously I don't want to really push her into her turret. Very solid. Time to check some corruptions. Warwick should stay and help me push this wave. Since my wave's kind of pushing to him, we want to finish this so he can't set up a potential freeze. Oh, he stole cannon. It's kind of scummy. Oh well. Time to reset. We can pick up quite a bit. We can get the bombies. We can pick up some of the chain vest. Makes it much harder to freeze once you have that, but we're past the freezing stage of the game. 100%. Way past the... Well, actually, I'll pick up tier. What did I just sell? Tier is really nice to have on Poppy for the late game because you kind of run on mana on her. Our Q's on a 3-second cooldown, 55 mana. Our W's 50 mana, E is 70 mana, R is 100. So you will run out of mana on her in long drawn out fights. So we're having a tier or frozen heart, some source of mana is really nice. And they quit. That was a really short game, so we'll go ahead and do a part 2. I'll see you guys there. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This matchup is absolutely unwinnable. It's against Cho'Gath. Basically, he doesn't have a dash, and he does magic damage. Poppy's best items are armor items, so this matchup is an absolute pain in the butt. Plus, poking him down doesn't work the best because he has so much self-sustain on his passive. So for us to win this matchup, we're going to have to be very aggressive and get, I wouldn't say lucky, but we'll have to be fortunate with how he plays. If he's willing to play aggressive with us level 1, we'll actually beat him if we get to lane before he does, because we'll have our first grasp ready. And when he steps up for his initial 3 last hits on the melee minions, we'll be able to bonk him down with the Q and kind of trade all in with it a bit. But if he just plays it really safe and slow, then we'll kind of be in trouble. It looks like he's doing this weird little invade. I think this is a colossal mistake. My teammates did a great job of not just standing still and letting them kill them. So yeah, he's gonna miss out on the first minions. Maybe he TPs to lane. We're gonna get early control. This builds up your grasp, but then we show up early, just taking some damage from their melee minion. Or by pulling them together, this lets it hard push to you. Because look, they get 2 range full volleys down before your ranged creeps attack a single time. So he's gonna literally miss a an XP here. He's gonna have a delayed level 2 now. He's gonna need 7 minions to die instead of 6 because he missed out on one of the initial ones. I want to get him with that. Got him with that Q, got my buckler. This is a very good trade. He messed up starting Q. Q is so trash against a Poppy like this. He would have been 50 times better off if he had just gone for E. With E, he can actually trade off really well, and it doesn't miss. That being said, I am taking a lot of damage from it now. Yeah, that hurts. Hurts my feelings too. Hurts everything. Yeah, he fucked up. Get him against the wall, down he goes. That's what I meant. Like, in terms of us being fortunate, I needed him to do something incredibly foolish like that. Because I should just finish pushing in the wave with where it's at here. This would be the best thing to do with where it's at. So all we had to do was dodge a Q or 2, have him play foolishly aggressive. All he needed to do was get to lane on time so I couldn't freeze it for free like how I did. And then he would have been good to go. He also should have started with his E, just auto E reset. He could have traded off a lot more consistently. We'll go ahead and pick up, I guess, Sheen. I would like to get early boots to dodge his Q, but Sheen's kind of important for us here. Go ahead and pick up a control word as well. Might as well. So he's down a lot of CS. He's down a lot of XP as well, which is more important, delaying his 6. They are super AP heavy, triple AP. I'm going to have to interact with their top mid and jungle the most as a top laner. Not many AD carries in support roam top lane early game. So it's looking like a Merc Tread type of game. Probably Divine Sunderer into Force of Nature or Divine Sunfire into Forest. We'll see. Force of Nature's second item might be justifiable, even though Sunfire OP. Just because how heavy their team is magic damage. He's a little nervous now. He probably doesn't understand why he was losing those initial trades. It's because I had full wave control. And he basically started the wrong ability. So right now he's playing a little too passive with having minion advantage. I gotta do my best to just kind of try to slow it down a bit. We need him just to have 4 more creeps than we have. I'll leave a ward right here. Make sure there's no funny business. Take that guy out. Go, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, barely got it. Nice, nice, nice. Not sure what he backed for there. I don't know if he backed or if he's just waiting. A lot of players will just assume you're going to push and not hold a permafreeze. Yeah, so he actually just kind of stuck around. Interesting. He doesn't have any pressure to land the Q. He can't follow it up with anything right now, so it's just fake pressure. I have my shield. I don't really care if that lands too much. I have my grass ready as well. He's going to Q the wave. He's trying to simply unfreeze it. Pick up the buckler and we're chilling, man. He needs his jungler to come top. He's in a hole right now. Not to be dramatic. Oh, I can E-main into that wall. Got my corruption on, so I'm moving pretty quick. He's dead. Flash with him here. I'm pretty fast here. Got him with the Q. Q outranges melee auto attacks by a lot. Your Q's like 300 range. Melee autos are generally 125 to 150. Go ahead and push this in while he's dead. Auto into E. Drop the Q on the front line here. And very nice. Cool. Got this push. Might be able to keep him from coming over. Just depends on what Fiddle's up to. Because I do have... Oh, Fiddle's here. Alright. So Fiddle is here, unfortunately. I might have to like use my R. Yeah, I gotta use my R. At least he misses some minions. We waste Fiddle time. We're chilling. I don't even necessarily have the back here, but I'm going to. We'll pick up Caulfield's, chunk this guy out. I can back up Caulfield's and Boots. Why not? He just missed a lot of minions too. I was dumping him back like that. He missed like a full wave. I could have stopped him from coming to turret with my level advantage. He lost over half his health trying to get back. That's why I got my word down here to make sure the enemy jungler wasn't going to be there. Use our W, get back to wave. W isn't that expensive in terms of mana cost. Your Q is your main mana use tool. Gets pretty expensive, up to 55. And you're using it a lot too. It's not that much more expensive than your W, but you're spamming it non-stop. Okay, so he's willing to use R on minions. He's completely given up trying to kill me. It's the right call with where the wave's at. We're going to walk past it. He has no right to even try to land a Q on me right now. I know he doesn't have R, and I have item advantage, so there's no way for him to land that. It's not possible. Even in the wall. I wonder if Fiddle's here with the way he's acting. This is bizarre. That he's going to trade it in like this. I'm going to run past that. Down you go, buddy. And that's how, like, basically unwinnable matchups where you have a 45% win rate against that champion, that's how you win them, is just with better positioning, getting the lane on time, and knowing how to manipulate the wave to where they have a delayed level 2, and you can just kind of keep them off the minions. Now he has to suffer. I think I was first or second pick. He was last pick, so he went Cho. Seeing it was one of her worst matchups. I banned out the Vlad, so they couldn't pick Vlad. Vlad, Teemo, and Cho are about as difficult as it gets for a Poppy. go ahead and hit a Biscuit here and a Corruption. I don't want him to get this. I pushed him all the way off that cannon. Took a lot of damage for it though from his minions. Go and get a word down right there. Need to know where Fiddle's at. He didn't quite get me with that. He's spamming out a lot of mana. I'm surprised he's not running out of it. Love to hit him with a Grasp here. Since Poppy counts as a melee champion, she gets full value out of Grasp too, even though she's basically applying it with ranged autos. Trying to delay this. If I stand here, he might just throw out an ability, trying to finish pushing it. Fiddle's dead. I'm free to kind of play more aggressive here. Cho'Gath's playing it really, really slow. I get a little bit of a heal out of that. Take some minions since he's close to them though. He has more creeps. I mean, you try to keep the ranged ones alive. This melee minion's getting way too far up. I would like for my jungler to gank top at some point. I mean, what is this? Their Cho's been perma pushed for like the last 3 minutes. Snipe that minion out with Q without trying to dump the wave. Let's get the Grasp. He's running out of mana. He just used his mana up as well. This would be the world's easiest gank. He's immobile, he's behind, and he's pushed. Doesn't even have boots. I have to thin this out. This is way too much. Poppy is amazing at thinning things out. We're going to launch the soul back. I'm going to flash and pick that up. Not quite sure where soul is at. You're out of mana. Down you go. I used the bush vision to kind of cancel out his autos there a little bit. That was way too close because he leveled up right as I was fighting him to the death. He got the level up, which gave him a bunch of health and mana. He probably was only a little bit of mana short to press R on me if he had his R up. Let's go though. Crash the wave. I don't know where Fiddle is, so I can't stay. Gotta go ahead and just back off. We've built up a huge Grasp advantage. 20 Grasp is... That's over 100 HP. It's like 140 HP permanent. So... Oh, I should have gone for the tier instead of that. That was my bad. Should have gone tier instead of Ruby. So yeah, about 120 bonus HP from Grasp. Meanwhile, he's only applied it 5 times, which is 35 HP. Fiddle into Kayn. Fiddle actually counters Kayn pretty hard. They also just nerfed Blue Kayn. I don't think Blue Kayn's quite worth it at the moment. I think you just play Red Kayn with Blue Kayn type items. This fight makes no sense. But it worked. I don't know how that turned out. Hey, Cho'Gath. You can't get back to lane, buddy. And I have it kind of frozen on you here. He has no way to land Q here. I can't believe they're all just kind of hanging around. Let me pick that up. I land my Q. Kayn goes in. I'm going to cancel his drain with my E, putting it on full cooldown, and now we get to push wave. Cool. Mission success. I just realized it's 19-1. What a close game. Oh my gosh. It's 19-1, dude. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. No wonder Kayn and Qiyana were trying to fight that, because that fight made no sense. It's just that they're so fed. They could pull it off. Sick. They were doing very little damage because it has they broke 4 plates within quick succession of each other. Whenever you do that, the trick gets more armor and magic resist. That's why you try to lay the Herald when it's down to 2 plates. Because the Herald does true damage. Get it down to 2, then you lay the Herald, so you're not having to chew through all that extra girth. Could go gank Soul. It's pretty squishy. He has tier 1 boots, so do I. He has the fast ones, so I think I can stop him out of his flying crap. He gets to fly for some time, huh? That's annoying. Fiddlesticks happen to be there. I think I would have had soul there. Kind of need to reset. I'll pick up tier 2 boots plus a tier item. Tier of the goddess. That way I can spam my abilities a bit more liberally. He's not going to be able to break my turret. There's no turret plate, so his demolish isn't going to get him really anything here. He's just going to do a bit of damage to my turret. How many stacks is he at? He's at 3 stacks. That's not enough. He hasn't scaled very well because he hasn't gotten much CS or grasp stacks since we outrange him with our grasp trades. Yeah, we run this all the way in. EQ, miss my Q. No, not quite. This may not be worth even chasing. EQR. He's trying to bait me there. That was weird. Either that was, or is a misclick. Down you go. EQ. We'll take it. We got a lot of grasp out of that. And that's it. They quit, guys. Buff Poppy to gosh darn spicy. If you enjoyed this Poppy video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. My name is King6. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.